In the previous episode, we had just arrived back on the mainland after our short visit to the Balearic Islands. And this is how it looks in daylight. We anchored on the beach near the castle of Peniscola. Not so spectacular as at night, but still beautiful. However, there is no time to visit this town. I slept as a baby this night. We had a little bit of roll, but not enough to keep me awake now. Unfortunately, we cannot stay here to visit this town because I just get confirmation from the marina that we have permission to spend a night there. So time to pick up anchor and go. So we can clean the boat, do the laundry, fill up our tanks, and tomorrow or the day after we go further on to Barcelona. Hello everyone!
And welcome on board of the Miss Sea!
Hi, we are Karen and Anthony from Belgium, and we have one daughter, Charlotte. After many years of sailing on rented sailboats, the time was finally right to look for a boat for ourselves. We found our dream boat in Albufeira, Portugal in the year 2019. It's a seaworthy 40-foot aluminium Trintella built in the Netherlands in the year 1986. We carried out the first part of the upgrade in Portugal during COVID. We then sailed with it to the Netherlands, where we spent the next year working on the interior and electrical installation. In the summer of 2022, we finally started our big adventure with our ultimate goal, a sailing trip around the world. In the meantime, we have arrived in the Mediterranean Sea, which we will discover in the coming years. Do you also dream of traveling far and discovering new destinations? Then subscribe to our channel to get an idea of what you can experience along the way. And don't forget to click the notification bell. This way you will receive a notification every time a new episode goes online. We are at the entrance of Vinaros, and I'm a little bit nervous because we have to go stern to the quay with this Mediterranean style, and we didn't practice that so much, so it's always a bit of a stressful event. But we're going to take our time and prepare everything well, and then we should be okay.
Everything is prepared for going in.
Vinaros, aquí velero ici.
Sí, aquí náutico de Vinaros para escuchar cambio.
Buenas tardes, tenemos una reservación para nuestra velero Missy por hoy y pido permisión para entrar a la marina. Over.
Vale, ningún problema. ¿Me puede decir la eslora del barco cambio?
12 metros 90 centímetros, 4 metros.
Perfecto, pues diríjase al pantalón número 1. Pantalón número 1. Para el marinero a indicarle la mano.
So, that's a nice full of Mount Spanish.
Normally it only goes that well when I have a few drinks, but now it went perfectly. Coming through.
Don't need the other ones, ropes for
No, normally in front it's with the lines of the mooring.
yes, but Pont Uno, it's maybe an waiting.
Then I make a turn and we prepare it.
Okay. Okay. Yes, pointing further away.
The other side, that's good.
Okay.
It's with our stern in the wind, so that should be easier. 2 more.
Okay.
And for the first time we can use our new gangway.
Oh. Nice, eh?
And after 17 days at anchor, our Missy is back on a mooring. And she needs a good clean. But that's for later. Since it was too hot to clean the boat during the afternoon hours, we decided to take a look at the town. Oh my god, it's hot. I think we're gonna wait a few hours before we start cleaning the boat, when the most of the heat is past.
That's a good idea.
Vinaros is first mentioned in history books around the year 1233. It was then in the hands of the Moors, but they were soon expelled. The town owes its growth to the increasing demand for boats to export the increasingly famous Valencian wine. Unfortunately, the region was hit by an epic plague at the beginning of the 20th century, and the grape field had to be replaced with olive trees, almond trees and carob. These days the town is known for its active prawn fishing. We couldn't resist and give ourselves a small treat. We've got some croquettes with codfish, some squid rings and some mussels.
Bye bye, Vinaros. Up to our next point.
Next point is gonna be somewhere on Salau, but first I wanted to take some diesel, but it's another holiday here in Spain, so the fuel station is closed. So we're going up to the next town, San Pedro, and hopefully the gas station over there will be open, because this holiday is only for
San Pedro.
Yeah, for San Pedro.
The holiest, yeah? The next stop is not San Pedro, eh? It's something else, eh?
I don't think so. I have to take fuel in San Pedro. No? No.
It's the Fiesta de San Pedro.
Yes, that's true. Next town is called San Pedro, I think.
Okay. We'll see.
Just passing one of the many fish farms here in this area, on our way to San Carlos, to the gas station. So that's end of the discussion. It's San Carlos.
And where is the fuel station? Okay. There it is. But we are not alone. And the weather is changing.
There's a bit of a storm in front of us, but normally it's not for us. But I'm a little bit careful. I'm not gonna pull out my big Genoa, but only my staysail. If the weather should turn in an instant, then I'm prepared.
Oh, and the price for the diesel was 1.799 for 1 liter, so it's a little bit more than the last time.
Little bit, 30% more. But it was for the service, he said. Whatever that may be. What happened?
Oh, look what happened. No, the bananas are falling down.
And they all are peeled.
all peeled. We have to eat bananas.
Oh no. Oh my god. Look at this. Okay. For me a banana. We're now 6 hours on the way and we had 10 knots of wind, 20 knots of wind, and now it's a little bit of rain. We are now on the next cape, and from here on I can veer off from the wind a little bit and go to Salau, and there will be around midnight again. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit colder. And we've got some lightning behind us. The wind completely dropped, so I've started the engine to do these last 14 miles. But the lightning is really coming from everywhere around us. So it's beautiful, but it's also a bit scary feeling.
It's party in heaven.
Yeah. Now we are having 20 knots of wind coming from the northwest as predicted. And it's pouring outside. I'm happy that I dropped my sails just before it started, because now you don't want to be outside. And that's what I like the most of this boat. It's raining, there's a lot of wind, thunder, lightning, and we are still cozy in the doghouse. So, good morning.
Good morning.
So we have arrived this night, last night at 1:30 a.m. at the anchorage. It stopped raining, thanks God. So after the second attempt, the anchor held well, and then we went straight to bed. Of course, I didn't sleep well, but yeah. It is what it is, and so today we woke up in this on this beach side, and now the wind has turned as predicted to the northwest. So we are on the lee side of the land, and now we are well sheltered here, but we already have to go because we got another 50 nautical miles to go to Barcelona today. So chop chop! We are almost at our anchorage, and as you can see, it's nearby the airport of Barcelona. So I think I'm gonna shoot many nice plane pictures. Here's the next one already. I don't think there was a minute in between. And our friends from Belgium are also on our way to Barcelona, and they are arriving tonight. So maybe it's one of these planes where they're in. Good morning from our anchorage at the airport of Barcelona. Probably top 3 of worst nights ever. It was like riding on a wild horse all night. And now the wind shifted on top of all to the north, so the airplanes are now taking off
right above us, and it's really every 2 minutes that a plane passed through. Here's another one. And there's more good news. Our friends texted us yesterday evening that their flight has cancelled. So they are not gonna make it to Barcelona this week. I don't know why, because their luggage and everything was already checked in. They had their boarding passes and then the flight cancelled. Maybe some technical problem. I don't know. We're gonna know more today. We are now at the entrance of the big port of Barcelona. You can also go to a marina in this port. There are two marinas, but they are way too expensive for us. One's 165 euros each night, and the other one 124 or something. So we are heading for a port a few miles further to Port Marina Olympic, and that's a little bit cheaper. Just give way this cruise ship, the Majestic, and now I can cross over. But what a lot of tourists must be in this city. As you can see, how many airplanes landed every few minutes, and here are already 4 cruise ships, so there's thousands and thousands of people.
And we have permission to enter the Marina Olympic.
Although we were terribly sorry that our friend's flight was cancelled, we were fortunate that there were sailing friends of ours there with whom we could explore this vibrant city together.
When we're here with Vinaros at the Ramblas in Barcelona. Great weather, lots of people, and many things to buy.
For sure it is.
The best way to discover a city on bicycle. So we pulled out our mini bags from the stable, and now we are heading to another part of town. So we made it at the Sagrada Familias, and it looks impressive.
And Karen just told me that it isn't finished yet. It's still a work in progress.
Unfortunately, the entrance tickets for this day were already sold out, so we will have to return one of the following days.
We'll have to wait until Tuesday before we can get new tickets. So we'll be back.
Not a disaster, there is still plenty to see.
We are now on our way to another part of the town. To the Jewish quarter. There's a little bit of history with Jewish people over here, so and there's a museum, and we're gonna have a look and see if we can find something interesting over there. And we are now in one of the other highlights of the city, and that's the park of Ciutadella. So
I think, frankly translated, it's just a city park. And it's now Sunday, and a lot of people are spending here their Sunday's afternoon doing a picnic in the shade of the trees. So that's nice. Nice place to spend some time here.
Another impressive building in the Ciudadela Park is the Castel del Dragón. This building was founded as a cafe restaurant for the 1888 World's Fair. Now it served as one of the scientific headquarters of the museum that houses the zoology and geology collections.
They're gonna come through the window, and I'm messing with my plan. Right now my stars is in limbo. Sit and watch my screaming frame, and bite your feeling. All the years you caused me pain. Someone that need healing. Y 1, 2, 3, y when you come along, when it's some overstition, the king will gather upon your fall, and there's a blessing and some curse. I tell you, some people of dance would speak to your feet. All the magic can be bronze. I know the only worth it. 'Cause baby, when I get famous, everybody gonna see. Oh, 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 oh. You never really know me.
We are now in downtown, in the old town of Barcelona, with all these narrow streets and art shops and flamenco museums, and we're now searching for the museum of Picasso, the famous Spanish painter. So let's go find him. So now we are here at the Museum of Picasso, and today it was a free entrance, but you had to make pre-reservations, so we didn't know that.
Always from 5 to 8 p.m.
Okay. So now it's completely overbooked and we can't get in, so we have to buy tickets online and come back on Tuesday to have a look at this museum. But we're gonna have a small look here at the entrance and have a small taste of the Picasso vibe. Let's have a look at the gift shop of the Picasso Museum.
It's cool.
It's nice air conditioned.
The Museum of Picasso occupies 5 large houses or palaces of Barcelona's Carrer de Montcada, dating from the 13th and 14th centuries.
In the old days, it's small people.
So you're from the ancient time.
And this is the first building occupied by the museum, the Palau Aguiar. The building was probably built on the residence of James Sebron, an important character in the life of Barcelona. And so we spent the rest of the day soaking up the atmosphere and admiring the many beautiful buildings that this fantastic city has to offer. Next time at Sailing Missy, we continue our journey of discovery in the never-boring Barcelona, but we also escape the hustle and bustle with a visit to the park of Montjuic with its castle. We enter the #1 sites of the city, the Sagrada Familia, and also visit the Barcelona Cathedral with its special courtyard. It's a shame that we couldn't enjoy this incredible city together with our Belgian friends. Their plane apparently had a technical defect and no replacement plane was available. Hopefully we will encounter them in one of our next destinations. Thanks for watching. If you have any question or comments, please let us know. If you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so. It will not cost you anything, but will give us a lot of satisfaction. Take care and see you next time. Bye.
In all a given time.